Okay, now that the geocaching waypoints are loaded into the CSX, let's see what it looks like. Click on the Find button. You're already at Geocache. Click Enter. And there you go. These are all your different 700, in this case, geocaches loaded in. Hit Enter. Shows you the waypoint. Here's the waypoint, description, coords, all your information, and you are on your way to go find that geocache. Just look at all of them there. So that's how you load in for waypoints. Let's move on to the points of interest. Okay, now the one tricky part with loading points of interest, POIs, is that you have to have the SD card that's in the Garmin right now, and you also have to put this in a special storage mode. To do that, you hit the page button right here, and you click it until you get your main menu. You want to go down to Setup, click Enter, and then move over to the right where it says Interface. This tells you how the Garmin actually connects into your computer. At the very bottom is USB mass storage. You want to hit Enter, and it's going to put it in sleep mode. What that means now is that your computer is going to connect directly into the SD card. This is the only way that I'm aware of doing this. Otherwise, it's going to load it onto your unit and fill up your memory. You don't want to do that. Now, to load the POIs, or the point of interest, directly into your Garmin's SD card, you need GSAC and you need to be on the default database. If you notice, this is where all the waypoints for geocaches are available. There's also a macro that's available for GSAC that allows you to load these point of interest files directly into the Garmin through this macro, and you see it right here. Click Start, and you can actually see the numbers of it loading each individual geocache right into your Garmin, just like we did for the waypoints. When it gets to the end and the numbers equal out to the same and all of them have been loaded, you will then start to see it transferring the files themselves. And that's what you see here. It's actually taking the files now after it's compiled and put everything together, and it's loading it directly into your unit. When it's done, you click OK. And if you can see here, there's 19,000 that it loaded. Pretty amazing. Okay, now that we have our point of interest, our POIs loaded into the Garmin, let's take a look and see what we've got. What waypoints look like. Now if you notice, you have custom points of interest. This is what just got loaded into it. You hit Enter, and it will build a list. This looks a little different than the geocaching waypoints. You still get the standard waypoint name like you normally would. When you click on it, you get the waypoint at the top, the name of the cache, a little bit of information about it, and that's it. If you notice, you don't get the coordinates in this particular case. Okay, so let's go over what we learned today. We learned that on a Garmin 60 CSX GPS unit that you can load up to 1,000 geocache waypoints right into the unit itself. If you have an SD card, you can put on almost unlimitless other waypoints, what they call point of interest, and access it just like the geocaching waypoints. So you can literally have, like on this one, I have over 10,000 geocaches spread around 10 different cities right where I live here in Raleigh, North Carolina. So anytime I go, I really have to go out of my way to be out of range of finding a geocache. This is a fantastic way to use the unit, and you're getting all that you can out of it. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of GeoSnippits and come back real soon, where you'll learn even more information and tidbits about the game, the sport, yes, the obsession, known as geocaching. I'm Headhardhat saying we hope to see you out on the trails real soon. Bye-bye, folks.